Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Tonight, we are going to go over some really fun stuff. A lot about uh, what's new, what's the deals, because it's Labor Day. Everybody has a sale going on. So we thought it would be kind of fun to take a look. Just checking on something. I'm sorry.
Well, let's talk cruising.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what we're going to do today.
So, we're going to be talking about a lot of the deals. It's Labor Day. A lot of the cruise lines have sales, and then as we talk about the sales, we're also talking about the cruise lines and give you some little insights and some fun knowledge, right? So we get a lot of emails from a lot of the cruise lines, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but this is a little something about all the sales that are out there for this weekend, and that's just actually a fraction of what's out there. So we going to talk a little bit about each one of these, and also about the cruise lines, and give you some little tips and tricks and just some fun stuff to do. So let's start with the first one, and let's start with Holland America. Um, their Labor Day sale is up to 40% off, and there's only a $25 deposit. Um, this is good through, I believe the email said, I don't have it on my notes, but I believe it's through the end of Labor Day. And what this also includes is the free fare for the third and fourth passenger, and free prepaid, easy for me to say, crew appreciation. So that reduces the fare by 40%, and you get free third and fourth guest, and you get free prepaid crew appreciation. Now, some of the cruises that they have identified as this being good on is a 21-day Perfect Caribbean Escape. It is for this October 2024, and it goes from Boston, Mass to Boston, Mass. So, all of you in the Northeast, this is a fun one. Hop on a ship on the 19th of October. It's 21 days. Go all the way through the Caribbean. You want to go through some of these stops here. We got to stop in our favorite place, Bermuda.
Yeah, we really like that. We also have
Grand Turk, Aruba,
Curacao,
Grenada,
Barbados,
Martinique,
Guadalupe,
St. Kitts,
Saint Martin.
San Juan, and then back to Boston. That's a cool.
You missed Half Moon Cay.
Oh, we did. Whoops. Private Island and Half Moon Cave in the Bahamas. That's pretty cool. That's a fun one.
That it is.
And that is on the Zuiderdam, which is one of their smaller ships, right?
Yep, Zuiderdam would be one of the four Vista class ships. They hold, 1964, I believe, or somewhere around there. For those of you who don't know, the four Vista class ships are named after the cardinal directions on the compass. Zuiderdam would be south. There's also the Westerdam, obviously west. The Oosterdam, which is east, and the Noordam, which would be the north.
Another one is a 21-day Ultimate Caribbean, and it is Miami to Fort Lauderdale. And it goes to Half Moon Cay, San Juan, Dominican, right? Or is that, no, that's San Juan, Tortola, St. Martin, Antigua, Dominica, St. Lucia, Barbados, Tobago, Grenada, Bonaire, Aruba, Ocho Rios, Grand Cayman, and Key West, and then to Fort Lauderdale.
Key West is quite interesting because they severely limit the amount of cruise ships that can go into that port. It's basically one a day.
Yeah, so as we were learned this week, we only have 365 ships that visit in the year.
And possibly not even that
It's
many.
right,
'Cause
possibly less.
there are some days when they don't allow any of them in there.
So this covers the A and the B, but no C.
Yeah. Well, the previous one covered the A and the C, but no B.
And then there's a 10-day Western Caribbean, which is Fort Lauderdale to Fort Lauderdale. And that starts in Fort Lauderdale, goes to Key West, goes down to Cozumel, Belize, Montenegro, Grand Cayman, Half Moon Cay, and then Fort Lauderdale. And then we have an 11-day Eastern Caribbean, which goes from Fort Lauderdale to Fort Lauderdale. It's on the Eurodam now. Is that?
Yep.
One level up from?
I am not certain on that. I believe that's a different class.
Is that the same as the Amsterdam or no?
New Amsterdam is a signature class ship. I don't believe that the Eurodam is the same.
Okay. This is a Fort Lauderdale to Fort Lauderdale, and it goes to St. Martin, Antigua, Dominica, Guadalupe, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, Half Moon Cay, and then Fort Lauderdale, and that's a 10-day. And that is either a sailing in January, sailing in February, and a sailing in March of 25 next year. And then another one, and this is for those of you on the West Coast who don't want to fly. They have what they call an 11-day Mexican Riviera and a Sea of Cortez.
Or on the East Coast if you do want to fly.
And if you do want to fly, right. This is an 11-day San Diego to San Diego. And it looks like it goes to, help me out here.
Cabo San Lucas, Laredo, La Paz, Mazatlan, one of my favorites, Puerto Vallarta, and Manzanillo.
And then you go, do they go to Cabo San Lucas? Oh, no, that goes straight back to San Diego.
We mentioned Cabo San Lucas.
And that's March of 2025. So as you can see, this is just a little snippet of the ones that are included in this particular offer. If you're interested in any of these, don't forget, send us an email. I will have, as a matter of fact, I'm going to have this entire thing that we're working over. I made it into like a PDF, and you guys can download it. It'll be in the it'll be in the community notes section. Take it, download it, and then there's contact information as we go along. Our next is really fun. This is on our bucket list, and hopefully it's on yours. It's Celebrity, and they are promoting their Galapagos vacations.
That was easy for me to say.
Absolutely. Wow. I'm going to try to put this up to the screen. There is a QR code, and I'm going to hold it as steady as I can, and you will be able to screenshot that. Just take your camera, put it right up to it, and it's going to send you to a promo, a video, so you can see a little bit more. But what they're offering is 20% off on their vacations, the Galapagos vacations, and the flight is on them. So round trip airfare is included on these packages. The cool thing about Celebrity's Galapagos, why can't I say that word? Cruises is that the ships are significantly smaller, and that's because why would their ships? They're always.
They're very protective of these areas. Very few ships even get permission to go into the area every year. I don't even know the number, but it's a very small amount, and they're very tightly controlled. So small ships, less impact to the environment, but it still allows you to take advantage of the ability to see a really a natural wonder.
There's a great video, and I will make sure that I'll do another QR code here that explains life beginning at the Galapagos. It's a really amazing video, and it's about 4.5 minutes, I think it is, that you can look at that one. The cool thing about these cruises is a lot more included. you're on a small ship. The smallest ship they have on Celebrity is 16 passengers, and the largest, because there's three vessels,
Yep.
the largest is 100. So you're in a very small, meet your neighbors, live with your neighbors, um, and all the excursion. It's very inclusive. Excursions, food, a lot is included. So the prices are a little bit higher because one, it is very expensive for the cruise lines to go into these areas who get permission to go in. But two, it's very small amount of passengers that are going in there, and the experience is really once in a lifetime. I think the major one that goes in there, because even Disney uses them, contracts with them, is Pinot.
Or
Pinot.
not.
Um, they have a big part of the license. But anyway, when Celebrity goes, it's a very small crew, small ships, very curated, and it really is once in a lifetime. So, really exciting, that one that coming up. Let's
So,
talk. Go ahead.
no, there are two expedition type. This would be considered an expedition cruise. Two places, two destinations for expedition cruises that people again and again say as life altering and in a lot of ways best cruise they ever took. One is Galapagos, and the other, the largest one, of course, is Antarctica.
Yeah, very very cool, and their itineraries are really amazing too. So you go on the Celebrity website and you can check out which which itinerary and where they go. I believe they go out of, is it Lima? They start out of. I can't remember.
I do
I
not.
cannot remember. So I have to check my facts on
I
that.
know where they go out of for Antarctica, though.
The next one we're going to go over is good old Royal Caribbean. They have their Labor Day sale. This one is very, very time sensitive, okay? It goes from August 24th, tomorrow, through the 26th, okay? It's called Max Out Your Vacation. You have extra bold savings. You get up to $600 off on select sailings that depart between January 1st, 2025, December 31st, 2025. 60% off your second passenger. Kids sail free. Little adventurers sail free of charge. And you need to book like in the next 3 days, 2 days, 2 days.
Big window there.
Yeah, huge window.
So take your time deciding.
So when we're talking about Royal Caribbean, I know there was an article that came out and said it is the most popular cruise line this year. Many people are going to it, and it has a lot. I really do believe about the icon of the sea and now the Utopia of the Sea. Utopia of the Sea is based here in Port Canaveral. Icon of the Sea is both based out of Miami. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't get sticker shock, because the cost of those cruises, Icon and Utopia, are significantly higher than some of their older ships. They're not that old either. For instance, I just checked before we went live, and Lure is also based here out of Port Canaveral, and they were having sales for $800 for an inside cabin for a 3-day weekend. 4 days, 3 nights. Utopia was at 1,700. Same itinerary, So if you're looking to just get a getaway, I mean, let's face it, it's been a long, hot summer. Your kids are starting to go back to school. The grandkids are starting to go back to school. So all you grandma and grandpas who've been babysitters, if you need to get away and get some rest, you know, paying pretty much double for one person, and then you would, paying the same price for one that you would pay for two on another. So be very careful about, you know, how come that's what we're here for.
Well,
You know,
here's the thing. You want to go on the brand new, latest and greatest ship. That's perfectly fine. Just understand that you'll pay for that privilege. If you're a little bit more dollar conscious, you can get a very similar experience, a very great experience on a slightly older ship with a few less bells and whistles for a significant savings.
and you'll still receive the party atmosphere. It's a great time on a Royal Caribbean ship. You know, they're there to really entertain and really to get you going. And so you'll receive the same experience. Well, not really, but I mean it's different. The Utopia is much bigger. The Icon is huge. You know, um, so it's depending on what you want for your vacation, but just be advised that if you're going to wanting to get on the brand new ships, you're going to be paying almost double. So keep that in mind when you go to really consider those, and we'll be more than happy to price out both for you, and you can make an educated decision on how much it would be. Our next one, oh, this has become my new favorite. I was certified in this cruise line, and I attend multiple meetings every week. They're really very supportive. It's Virgin Voyages, and I know. Oh no,
It's different.
it's different. It's innovative, and let put it this way: the way they say this cruise line is for those who are young at heart. So if you don't want to be sitting in in an observation lounge somewhere for 8 to 10 hours, but you really would rather go out there, see the fresh air, take a walk on the walking track, be entertained, have the ability to go to 20 different restaurants.
So what are some of the differences? Top three.
Top three is food. There are 20 eating establishments on a Virgin Voyage cruise line. You are allowed to go to absolutely everyone. There's not a specialty dining fee attached. It is part of your cruise
Essentially,
package.
you have 20 specialty dining options with no specialty dining fee.
There is not a buffet found on the ship. So understand that these restaurants are top notch. There's one that is pretty amazing. Um, it's a chef table, and you know how difficult on other ships to get a reservation to go to a chef's table. You're going to pay prime. You don't pay prime. It's part. You just have to make the reservation. And like I said, there's no buffet. The food quality is made to order. There is no mass making of food. There's very little food shortage because it's made to order. You said what was the top three? The second thing is the biggest thing that we hear about cruising is the drinks package. You'll never get your money back, right? You'll never.
Oh, I will.
We do.
I'll make sure of that.
But what they did, and is really innovative and really a lot of fun, is that you can buy a bar tab. Now, you don't buy a bar tab for each person in the cabin. You can buy a bar tab for the room, for the cabin. Everybody can use that bar tab. You can buy drinks for somebody new that you've met. Um, they have innovative things. You take your phone and you shake it and you hit a button, and they will deliver a chilled bottle of champagne to your location on the ship. You'll pay for the bottle, just let you know. It'll come off your bar tab. But that's the innovative thing there. So, and then when you put money into the bar tab, like for instance, you put $300 in your bar tab because you got to, you know, you're going with your spouse or your significant other, and maybe you've got two other people going with you, and you're sitting and you're having cocktails. You can buy a round of drinks. But anyway, you put $300 in the bar tab. Virgin's going to give you $350. So they're kicking in a little bit. Like as they say, the first round's on them. It's just really amazing. It's just the other thing is all their fitness classes are free of charge. Take a yoga class, bike class. Um, they have all different kinds of classes. You want to learn how to do something, it's all included. So between the drinks, the food, all the tips are included. There's no gratuities paid on that ship. They say they take care of their staff, their employees. You know, if you feel compelled, you can, but it's not needed and it's not necessary.
Back to the drinks package, I have one
Mm-hmm.
question for that. Maybe folks would like to know. Um, since you do this in an untraditional way, buying a bar tab, what are the prices of the drinks like? Are they commensurate to other lines?
They
Or
are standard to every line. I believe it is capped out at $20 for some items, but everything falls below that. It falls in that $15 to $7 range. They've kept their prices low. They don't believe in. Now you can get the good stuff. You can get the really, really, really good stuff. The wine, you can get bottles of wine. Again, it's your bar tab, how you want to do it. The champagne, they'll deliver it to you. So, you know, all of that is, it's a fun way of cruising. Now, there's been a lot said about their entertainment. This is an adult only cruise line. You've probably seen ads that said, take your kids for free. Your kids are 18 and over. Those are your kids. Those are the ones that are allowed. Now, as far as the legal age to drink, it is 21 years old. They don't go, and you are carded before you walk in, so they let them know. But as far as 18 and above are allowed to on the ship, it is an adult ship. There's so many interesting venues. This caught my eye because he's the record guy. We're old school music. They have a record store with vinyl. It's just covered with wall to wall vinyl. You select the album that you want. You sit down with a hi-fi, put some headphones on, and and they serve you cocktails and little snacks and drinks, and you can be listening to your music all night long. It's a record shop, old fashioned record shop. And some of the entertainment is an adult entertainment. Again, it's adults only. So you're at your discretion what you choose to go and see. If you don't want to, you don't have to. There are plenty of places on the ship to be relaxed. They have three types of excursions. The first one is the really high energy. Let's go out there. They call Sir Richard's choices. Okay, so Sir Richard Branson, his choices, and those are always the, zip line, skydive, hiking. It's the high energy, high impact. They have a one step down, and that's for the intermediate. You're hiking a little bit, you're doing more movement, you're going through, and then there's the third level, which is, just leave me alone and let me relax. So they'll find you a nice place on the beach, and they go every ship, every cruise goes to, out of Miami, goes to their private island in Bimini, their private resort. So you just say, I want to go and I just want to relax and be left alone and bring me my drinks when I want it. And they do that. They do have a full spa. They have, like I said, the walking track, the running track up above. It's filled with everything most ships have, except for buffets and drink packages. And specialty dining, because everything is a specialty dining. So with that said, any more questions you have about them?
No, I think we've hopefully that piqued some more people's curiosity about this very intriguing,
Yes,
fairly young line. It's been around for a few years now, but
incredibly young. Really, it's a fun experience. I can't wait to get on it. I'm so excited because we have an opportunity to be able to get on it. we're working it out as to when we will go. I'm just so excited, so we can bring back pictures for you guys. You could see it, and you could see the experience yourself. They do have a special, and it ends at midnight tonight, so I do want to get this covered. Can sail away on an exclusive adult voyage as low as $169 per sailor per night. And some of the averages, remember, this includes all your specialty dining, your gratuities, and taxes and fees, or upgrade their experience to a sea terrace. Now, a sea terrace is a veranda or a balcony, and you do have the famous Virgin Voyages hammock on every sea terrace. And that will only cost you $223 per night on select sailings to the Bahamas, Key West, Mexico. And there's also, you can choose from incredible European getaways and once in a lifetime one-way voyages from Athens and Barcelona, which is the transatlantic, which is what we will really get into in a couple of minutes here about what value there is there. So anyway, you would book, it needs to be booked by tonight at midnight to get those deals. And they have others coming up, and we'll be glad to go through those. But I think I've beaten the Virgin Voyages.
Point of clarification, would that be midnight Eastern time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now we're on to Princess weekly deals. Princess is really working hard to really keep their momentum going. We are excited. How many days do we have left? We are going on the Sun Princess. Sun Princess, brand new ship for Princess. We're going on that in December, and we're going to be taking our daughter with us. So it's 7 days from Fort Lauderdale to where we're going. Where are we going? Belize.
We're going to end up in Fort Lauderdale.
We're going back.
We're Roatan, we're going to, I believe, Costa Maya, Cozumel. Are we not stopping at the private island as well?
I can't remember. I believe we're so excited about going. We can't wait to get on the ship. It's brand new, the brand new ship. There's been a lot of hemming and hawing about it, but we also need to talk about the changes that were announced this week, about their
changes,
about their
package and changes. Sorry.
Be nice. Let me get this out. We
love Princess. Don't get me wrong.
We do love Princess. Is a 7-day fare starting at $629. It includes all the taxes and the fees. And I'll explain to you why that's a new thing you're seeing. Your third and fourth guest sail free, and the deposit is only $99. And this one, I believe, books. The sale goes through September 5th. But the really big news is they just dropped their 2026 Japan itineraries. If you are interested in seeing those itineraries, you can contact us. Again, go to the community notes at the end of this. I'm going to have this whole thing out there at hello@venerablevoyages.com, and I will send you a copy of the new booklet so you can see the itineraries. This is on our list. Japan is on our list.
Sailing Japan has got to be absolutely number one for me.
Oh, it's just definitely one of those. We have to do it. We just have to do it. And hopefully we do it after our daughter learns how to speak Japanese and we can take her.
I just hope we don't have to wait until I learn to speak Japanese.
We won't be going. Princess also announced a price increase to their premier package. It's a $10 increase, and what they did is they changed the drinks to unlimited. They changed the specialty dining to unlimited. Talk about the packages. You're the finance guy. Talk about the packages.
Well, you know what they all include, but when I crunch the numbers and look at, again, let me qualify this. Every cruiser is going to have their own tolerances, their own cruise profiles. Myself, I like to have stuff included, stuff paid for ahead of time, stuff that I don't have to worry about figuring out in my head how much money I can spend, what's going to show up on that tab every day. So I'm going to get a package and almost all the time. And one of the fun things that I really enjoy on cruises is the drinks packages. You look at the Premier and you look at the Plus. Plus is what, 60 right now?
Yes.
Plus is 60 per person per day. And what you get for it, yeah, I think there would be the value worth it. But for the little bit extra, it's far more worth it. Um, if you were to pay for just the Wi-Fi, what would the Wi-Fi cost per person per day?
Depending on the package, the most expensive package that they have is somewhere around $50 to $60 a day.
Okay, so
Almost.
let's just say 50. That's more than half of this package to begin with. Now, add on to that you can get unlimited casual dinings, which are not included with people that don't have a package, and unlimited specialty dining, which means just say a moderate cover for one of these would be about $35-$40.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget the unlimited photos, because even one photo, we saw it on MSC, was humongously expensive. Oh, what was that woman? Remember that lady? She was so angry because she got a bill of $1,000 or something like that. Ouch.
I generally take my own pictures, but it'd be nice to have someone professionally do some stuff. And you have unlimited photo package included in this. Now just think about that. You got the qualifiers is how many prints you can get and whatever, but you got digital photos that are like unlimited. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So we haven't gotten to the best part, the drinks.
And the gratuities.
And the gratuities. The gratuities are included.
Yep.
So what do you pay? Anywhere from $14 to $18 per person per day on gratuities. I mean, we're well over the $90 per day for this right now. So I'm just saying I could continue to go on. I don't have a running calculator in my head, but I think we get this thing up to about $160 per day. So, and me, I take advantage. I don't drink a whole lot, but when I go on cruise ships, I do. And I can get that probably, when the last one we went on, it was my goal to get the drinks package value. And what did I get up to? Like,
you made sure you hit it on the last cruise we had. Every morning started with a mimosa, and every evening ended with a beverage or something else, right?
Smoked fish and 3 mimosas for breakfast every day.
And I know one of the biggest arguments we have is, well, I don't need that. That's fine. And if you don't use it, you're perfectly fine with it's fine. You don't have to do it. But if you want to do it, like part of Rich's way he likes to travel is he doesn't want to get a bill at the end of the night. At the end of the cruise, he doesn't want to say goodbye and here's your bill. So, we really take advantage of, we prepay everything, everything's done. And by the time we walk on that cruise ship, we know we don't owe a thing. Everything's been paid. So for us, we do take advantage of every one of these packages. It is enjoyable for us to do it. It's something we don't do all the time, but it's something that we enjoy. We realized after every excursion coming back to the ship, and we're sitting down relaxing, we're ready to sail out away out of the port. We sit there with a lovely cocktail and watch the ship go by, leaving the port. So. Oh, if Jay and John from New Staten Dam ever get us, we still think about you to this day. They're our server and our bartender for our 14-day transatlantic. But believe me, when you look at these packages, you have to do what's best for your budget. But for us, when we've crunched the numbers and realized we don't have to worry, we just pay for everything up front, and there is value to these packages. There is value for some people more than others, and that's fine. You can go a la carte. You could do that's the beauty of cruising. You can make it as curated to what you want as much as you like.
I like being the freedom to be able to try a bunch of stuff without worry.
Absolutely.
On land, you go to a restaurant and you're after scrutinizing the menu for half an hour,
45 minutes.
you end up going with the same thing you always get because you're afraid you won't like something else.
Yeah, well, he doesn't do that on the ships.
I'm not afraid to pick something new and unique because I know there's always someplace else I can go and get something else if I want.
Buffet's open 24/7. The next one, and this is a really controversial one, but we're learning.
Did we cover Princess really good?
Yep, we did.
Okay.
The one that this is a little controversial, but we're learning more and more about it every week because I'm on a phone call every week. It's Margaritaville at sea. The first thing I really need to say is, folks, these are under new ownership. Okay, they have come in. This is a group of people. There's a lot of former Holland America, and there's some have Princess, some are Carnival. They have come together. They have purchased this and purchased Margaritaville, and they are fixing things. What we learned this week was on Paradise, which is the one that goes out of West Palm Beach. There's a team of people that cruise on the ship with you, and they are tasked with a laundry list of things to fix. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn to let you know that Paradise will be going into dry dock for a little bit to get really reworked. But they have a new ship. It's called Islander, and it goes out of Tampa. And they have a deal right now, and it is until September 5th. 3 sail free. So you pay for one, and the other 3 people in your room are free. I'll say it again. It's 3 sail free. So
can you say that 3 times fast?
No, because I'll trip over my teeth. It is both. It goes. The one at the Islander goes out of Tampa, and then it goes to Key West, and they are doing 3 and 4 day sailings, some 5-day. And the Islander is also going to kick up next year to 7 days. I think there's 3 sailings where they're going to have 7-day sailings. This includes tax fees and port expenses are extra, and they're assessed by person. Okay. We will need to book this sooner than later because things are selling out. The comments that they've gotten, the positive comments in the last month, have reached 90% approval rating. So what they're doing right. They are really working hard to really get a better reputation. But this group that has purchased them, again, this is under new ownership. These are seasoned cruise people who are running their ships and running their organization. So this also is something that we are attempting to get on. The cool thing being here in Orlando is we could run to Tampa. We could do a ship tour real quick. But we would like to get on. They also have some things for us that we can get on as travel agents to experience and bring that to you. So we're looking forward to be able to bring that to you because it'll be perfect for those of you in Naples, those of you on the West Coast, Tampa and Spring Hill, all that area. This is a fantastic getaway. It's jump on a ship and just go enjoy yourself for the weekend. And they are keeping Jimmy Buffett's spirit alive. He is in everything that they do, and he is in everything, how the decisions that they make. So this is a fun cruise line. It's one that we hope to take once to try it out and to let you know how it was.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him. You can always use another option to just
Oh yeah, to hop on a ship and go out for a few days, it's a great thing to do. And Tampa's a really cool uh, port to go through. So anyway, yeah, if you're interested in that, let us know, and we will try to get you on there as soon as possible. Talk about going from one extreme to the other. So we're going to Margaritaville. Now we're going to start talking about luxury. Um, had a little experience with that, have we not?
I am learning quite a bit right now.
So the first offer that we have is Seabourn. Their offer is enjoy more moments with credits up to $2,200 per suite to use towards more adventures, more premium Epicurean and reserve wine, more spa time, more shopping. Maximize moments now on select sailings. The more moment credit can increase up to 4,400 per suite, and this has to be booked by September the 3rd. So let's talk luxury, because I think this is something that gets a bad reputation. When we went on our Regent cruise, we did a lot of research, didn't we?
Mhm.
You are right now in the middle of being certified with Seabourn, so let's talk luxury. Go for it. This is your realm.
Well, one of the things that I like is inclusion, and one of the things that luxury lines do quite well is inclusivity. Um, Seaborn focuses on sort of the social aspect of it, and they try to um, foster a sort of a country club atmosphere, not a stuffy atmosphere necessarily, but more of a um, one where people can socialize. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but um, it's they're educational. They are small ship experience, which is one of the things that I really like. I don't like congestion. I like less putting on the armor and doing battle to get in line for food or whatever. They're again, it's ultra luxury. You're going to have the best of everything, from accommodations to food to entertainment to uh, wellness. They have a special wellness program. Uh, it's the best of the best.
Now, with Seabourn, they do not include excursions, correct?
It just depends on what you consider excursions, and some of them are included depending on the
Okay.
itinerary. There are other things that are not. Like here's one thing they'll have in some itineraries, and they'll always preface this by saying weather and conditions permitting, so that they may not be able to do something because the waves are too high or the weather was cold. But in warmer weather, they'll do this thing off the back of the ship where they'll open the ship up and you can play water sports. They've got all type of water
Rotorcrafts,
activities that you can do off the back of the ship.
right up your alley.
A lot of these, they will have inflatable zodiacs where they will do tours. Now, the zodiac tours with an expert are included. They also have excursions that include two-man kayaks. Well, guess what? The two-man kayaks are not included. That would be extra. So that's just one of the differences.
You mean you and I going in a kayak to go to a glacier? We wouldn't be. We'd have to pay for that.
Yeah.
You have to. Okay.
Even if we went on the
You probably know that they don't want me in there.
well, I'm paddling away. I don't care. It's one thing to look at the pictures of it, say on television. It's another thing to get kind of close to it, like in Alaska. It's a whole nother thing to be sailing right into them and see it from the deck of a ship, to get in a little tiny kayak and paddle your way through
Oh, it'd be
them.
gorgeous. It'd be absolutely gorgeous because you finally see and feel the
pers-
depths of the glacier.
the perspective,
Oh, yeah.
the opportunities for photographs.
And that's what the other thing is with luxury is, okay, the customer service, the it's rated, Seabourn is rated higher, isn't it, of the luxury lines?
Oh yes,
Because one of the things that we had, our biggest point of contention with Regent was that we were promised um, exceptional service, right? We had it for the most part, but it fell flat.
the crew itself gave great service, and I won't knock or denigrate any crew because these are some of
No, they're the hardest working
the
people ever at
hardest
sea.
working people there are, and they work hours that you wouldn't believe, all to make you have a good cruise, all to take care of you the whole time. But the level of service I got on Regent was no better and maybe not quite as good as received on Holland America.
Oh, it was far less than what we received in Holland. Sorry.
Okay, well,
Our last cruise was, you have to admit, was exceptional.
Overall, I think it was the best one that we've done. It was so much fun.
But we're looking to experience this. We're looking to go on Seabourn to really experience what a lot of people, and we've been following your studying and your understanding, is that it is put in from the top down, that this is the cruise that people go to rest, to relax, and be treated, with kid gloves.
Well, here they were designed. They designed these ships in the common areas, not to be one large gathering place just at the pool, which is most cruise ships. And they've designed a lot of areas to foster interaction among guests, which what I'm reading is that that's one of the most enjoyable things for the people that go on these cruises, and a lot of them make lifelong friends that they meet on these cruises, and they'll come back again and again. Sometimes the same ships, the same itineraries, over and over again to have that experience. Another thing that they will do is they have your experts, your naturalists, and all that. They have a whole team that's on board, and they're not just dropping in to do a guest lecture one night, one a night, or one night out of the cruise or whatever. They are around the ship. They interact with you. They will have a meal with you. You can ask them questions. Sometimes they will even go on excursions with you. That's the level of interactivity of them.
So if you're interested in Seabourn, we have till September 3rd, we have a sale. And again, we'll have to get that booked kind of quickly. And the sailings this covers, I believe, as most of these, it's the one recommended cruises. So we'll let you know what exactly those are. If you're interested, you just let us know. But sticking with the luxury line, this is something else that you just became. He is certified in this line. This is a Labor Day sale, and it's with Cunard. And their Labor Day sale, it opened yesterday and it closes September 4th. The fares are from $899, tax and fees included. You get onboard credit. There's over 210 voyages that this fares covers. And the offer applies only to the first two guests of the bookings. It covers 2025, all of their voyages. And in 2026, the Caribbean, Northern Europe, and transatlantic crossings. So this is old school cruising, but with a twist, right? I mean, they're modernizing old school cruising, but it's a classic way to cruise.
This is a traditional cruise line, been around for a long time. It's what's left of the White Star Line. And in fact, they have White Star service, White Glove service. They also have the only actual ocean liners. They're ships that are designed for the crossing of the Atlantic, and they do that on the Queen Mary 2.
Mhm.
It's a regular route, anywhere from 7 to 10 days between Southampton and New York,
And I still want to do that route.
and New York to Southampton. And they do have some that will continue on to Germany
Right.
as well. But they do have more formal nights and more formal appeal. The guests that go on this doesn't mean that it's exclusive to them, but the traditional passenger likes that old school traveling. They like to get dressed.
Oh, everybody has to experience that once. I mean, if you love cruising and you have a nod back to the past,
Absolutely.
everybody should experience it once. I mean, I'm sure.
Or twice or
Or
20
twice.
times.
I mean, for me, it's a personal thing. I want to go from Europe to America so I can go into the port of New York, look at the Statue of Liberty, and just kind of a little retracing of family history. Both my grandfathers came from Europe to Italy, to New York, and they looked at that statue. They ended up at Ellis Island. Well, one did. Um, so, I mean, that's always something in my mind that I've always wanted to do. And you've always wanted to do that crossing. You wanted to get on that ship because you wanted to try that glitz and glamour just once, right?
Oh, sure.
Or twice or three
I'm-
times.
I can dress. I just prefer to be a little bit more casual. So there are some ins and outs of it, like everything. It might not be for everybody, but I think that to do the Atlantic crossing one way or the other, is one of those things that if you love ships and you love cruising, it's worth trying at least one time.
They do have another sale. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh,
But
no, another sale?
and it ends on September 30th. It's called the Big Balcony Event, and it is a $600 onboard credit or more per stateroom. It's a balcony and above. For those who choose their suites in the grill level.
The grills, you have the two levels of the grills. There's the Princess Grill and the Queen's Grill. Princess being the lesser of the two, although I wouldn't call it lesser.
No, because with those packages, it includes your drink package, and it also includes the hotel and dining service charge, i.e., gratuities. And it also covers 400 voyages, and it applies only to the first two guests booking. So there are several cruises for this year: Australia's, Caribbean, Europe, and the transatlantic. So there are still cruises available for this year, and then all of 2025 sailing and all of 2026 sailings. So just wanted to there are two sales going on with Cunard, and Cunard does a lot of people don't know, they do Alaska.
Yep.
They do the Panama Canal crossing. They even do Caribbean.
They do a lot more than just the transatlantic.
Oh yeah, and then the ones that go up to Canada from New York, they
Mhm.
also do those. So it's an old line, but it's something that I think everyone should do once. I don't know, it's just me.
The ships are beautiful. The experience is amazing, and I would just encourage folks to take advantage of. Contact us if you are interested to learn more.
Yeah, and definitely share this video out to anybody that you know that has been talking about any of these cruises that we've been talking about, these lines. We want to now give some focus to river cruising, something that is also on our bucket list to do. And I became AMA Waterways certified last month and really learned a lot about river cruising. And AMA is amazing. It's a family-owned river cruise company. They don't report to board of directors and shareholders. They report to each other's families. It's two families combined to make this. And we actually had the privilege of witnessing a workshop this week with one of the co-founders. The other co-founder is no longer here, but his son has taken his seat. But the co-founder, he lives in Vienna, Austria. So their sale is an anniversary sale. It's up to 20% cruise saving and reduced airfare. Um, and for solo travelers, you will receive a reduced single supplement of just 10% for 2024 and 2025 sailings. They have some amazing, if any of you have ever really thought about, and this is really popular, is the Christmas markets. I think that's on anybody who's a true cruiser has always wanted to do a Christmas market. Well, I'm here to tell you there are space available for this year. So those of you with spouses or significant others that have always wanted to go on a river cruise to Christmas markets, connect with us soon, quickly, because there is. It's called Gems of Southeast Europe Christmas. It's 7 nights. Going to have to hand me. It's on the River Danube, and you're going to go through Bulgaria, Croatia, Hungary, Romania, and Serbia. It's the lower Danube. Also, for those music lovers out there, they have a celebration called Celebration of Classical Music, the Danube. It's Budapest to Vienna. And you go through Austria, Hungary, and Slovakia and experience the timeless music of Europe's famed composers such as Strauss, Mozart, as you sail between the spectacular cities that inspire their work. They also are looking for groups with musical inclinations. It takes, I believe it's 9 cabins to make a group. And they are willing to take one of their Danube sailings and curate it to what your group wants to see, musically inclined. So we will work with them, and they will curate the itinerary that you wish to have. So this is a cruise line that is family operated. They love what they do. They love the cities that they go in. There are something like, I can't remember, 5 or 6 ships coming, river cruise boats that are coming on, like 5 this year. No, 1 this year, 4 next year, and another one the year after.
They're adding some ships.
So yeah, and the owner is completely involved in the building of those ships. So it's just one of those amazing things that if you are ever interested in river cruising on the waterways, they've got a lot of specials. And the next river cruise that has it is Emerald Cruises Labor Day Special. This is a 2-for-1 plus air free. So celebrate Labor Day with incredible savings with Scenic and Emerald Cruises, starting on August 26th, up to $2,000 in bonus savings per suite, combinable with our 2-for-1 fares and free airfare offers. And so
river cruising, let's talk just a little bit about that, since
yes.
There's a significant difference between ocean cruising and river cruising. What are some of the differences that you can see, other than just an ocean is big and a river is a little bit smaller?
Well, for those who are prone to seasickness, river cruising, you don't have it. You're in a river. There's no waves. It's
pretty calm.
Pretty calm. You don't travel a big distance, do you?
No, I mean, you go through whether 6, 7 countries, but you're going a few hundred miles, maybe.
Yeah. The thing you dock at the port at night. During the day, you go out and do your excursions. You hop back on the ship and you cruise to the next port. There's also one excursion they were talking about on Ama where it's a cycling where they have the bikes on the boat too. So you take the boat, the bikes, and you will meet the ship at the next port because your bike ride takes you through the countryside, and then you just meet up with the ship. Um, you It's small. It 150, 160 cabins. On Magna, I think it's about 160.
Cabins or guests?
Guest.
Yes.
Sorry,
Okay.
guest. Um, and there's a lot of things that are included and some that aren't. You got to get the right thing, but it's really curated for those who love history. Um, and you can do walking tours, you can do bikes, you can do hikes. They have 3 levels of excursions.
One thing I see is when you really want to immerse yourself in an area or in the culture, get to know that that region, see the architecture, the art. Um, these are the kind that are for you because you're in a different city every day, and there's some cases where you go to more than one city in a day. Um, so you have the chance to see quite a few. Ocean cruising, there are some that see a port every day or close to every day. Most of them have at least one sea day in there. Um,
But you cruise at night, whereas with river cruising, you're cruising during the day, so you can see the beautiful. You know what I mean? You can see the scenery, the castles on the hills.
So you're docking, you're getting out in the morning, you're going on an excursion, you're coming back that afternoon.
Yep.
And you're casting off for the next port.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've seen that in some of the promos, where you can see some of the areas that you sail past you don't actually go to, but you can see some of the castles or the mountains.
It's gorgeous.
In these areas that you're going through. And they'll have folks out there to point out the historical aspect of some of these areas.
So there's cruising for everybody. I think we've covered everything from Margaritaville all the way to the Lap of Luxury, and then we've done some river cruising. It's Labor Day, and
Seabourn, which I'm a big fan.
You're a big fan of Seabourn. Labor Day is a big sale thing time. What we are noticing is there are fares reducing, going on, price reductions.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, but if you keep your eyeball on things, there are. Because remember, we went through some relatively big price hikes for 2025 compared to 2024.
Yeah.
But I did want to get into was transatlantics, because that's when we were having a conversation earlier today, and you stated that transatlantics are really value, right?
They are your best value per day of any other type.
Now, you do have sea days, but for those who really love to cruise, those sea days are great days. Those are the relaxing days.
And especially if you're on a ship that you like and you have amenities. We had plenty of specialty dining. There were plenty of venues and
plenty of activities during the day. And again, you have to find that line that you like and you enjoy, and think about it. It's you're on the ship and you're doing. They keep you busy. They keep you very busy. There's no idle hands. They don't want idle hands.
They give you the opportunity to be busy.
Yes.
You don't have to.
Yes.
You can be as busy as you want or as sedate as you would like.
Sit on your balcony and go take a nap. That's what I did.
I'll go visit with Jay and John.
Yes. But elbow season, it's that beginning and the end, and normally the repositioning happens just during those times.
Ours was in early April, and that's pretty much when a lot of those ships are heading out of the Caribbean and up to the Mediterranean and the British Isles.
And they'll be starting to come back, and they're going to start coming back in October and November, some even in December. So, And I did notice that we don't have sellouts yet. So if you're interested and you want us to do some price comparisons for you, let us know. Get in contact with us. Let us know, and we will definitely give you a price comparison between your favorite cruise lines. If
Well,
you go ahead.
well, once again, transatlantics are not necessarily for everybody. Like any of these others, if you really don't like sea days without ports, you may not. If you are, one of the keys is to get on a good ship. If you're on a really small ship with not a lot of venues, it might get a little bit touchy or whatever for you. But myself, I like and enjoy just being out on the ocean. I love enjoying the ships. Our ship, by the time we got done, it was getting a little bit small, but there were still areas that you could go enjoy that you might not have spotted before if you just take a day to walk around and look as I do. I always try to do a deck tour of all the decks and all the venues and amenities on the ships. Um, that was a considered a mid-sized ship. It was a Pinnacle class ship with Holland America, the new Staten Dam. Beautiful ship. Uh, Plenty of venues, plenty of activities to keep you entertained. Um, and then as you really were ready to hit a port, darn, you were at ports, and then you had ports almost every day the rest of the way.
Yeah, I think we decided we wanted to do it from Europe back here next time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll do it that way. I mean, that sounded better to you than it does to me. I kind of liked easing into it.
I don't like the plane ride back home. You know what? I can sail back home, relaxed, refreshed,
That's why you have.
and I can get off. I can get onto the train, the Bright Line, and I can be home. All civilized travel, not tin can travel. Okay, I don't like airplanes.
I'm less and less of a fan of air travel, but
unless we're in first class, once bit.
but we do have an alternative. We do have Cunard that makes a regular dedicated run.
You said that's what I told you. We'll take a transatlantic there, and we'll take a transatlantic back. But then we still have to get to Orlando from New York. I still got to get on tin can.
2 hours versus 9.
Anyway, before we wrap up, I did want to bring up Halloween Horror Nights for those of you who are Universal fans.
What does this have to do with cruising?
Oh, hush. I did want to bring it up because just little points of information. Any package that had the Express Pass has been sold out. Okay. So it opens when?
August 30th.
So in a few short days, it opens. If you haven't gotten your package, your passes, let us know. We can log on and get those for you so you have them. But they are going fast. Huh?
We can arrange your travel if you're coming from outside the area.
Yes. If you want to come for a weekend and be a part of it, they have great packages with the hotels right there. But they are going fast. This is a big year. We've seen a lot of interest. It was just phenomenal that all the packages that had the express passes to go into the
they sold out very, very quickly.
Incredibly fast, and you can feel the enthusiasm. We're all excited also about Epic Universe, the release yesterday of the new Hotel Helios. Oh wow, I cannot wait. We've got to go see it. So again, just point of information, if you've waited a little bit too long, but if you still need your passes, please get in touch with us. I'll get on there and I will get you what you need and get you your arrangements so you can get to Florida. I'll get to Orlando. And if you're from South Florida, really, 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 really consider taking the Bright Line up here. And then we can even rent your car. I mean, next year you'll be able to get to Epic Universe on the Bright Line, and then the Epic Universe will bus you over to USF, so Universal, for Halloween Horror Night. So that's going to be exciting, very exciting. With Epic Universe opening up, there's a lot of things that open up along with it. So if you're interested about anything about Universal, please drop me a line. I'm a former team member, so, and then I'm getting certified in it too. So I'd be glad to help you out along with that. Anything else that we are forgetting? There's so much. It's Labor Day. The sales are happening. We are also on many, 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 many webinars with all the cruise companies every week. I have two standing webinars with Virgin Atlantic, and then Virgin Voyages, and with AMA Waterways. I just signed up for something with Celebrity next week. They have a new program that they're going to be introducing. So we'll be doing these updates like this as we go along, because we're getting more and more information. After we close out the webinar, we close out the live, I will put in the community tab this PDF of what we talked about today that lists all the sales. There will be links in there that for Virgin Voyages, if you want to take advantage of that midnight deadline for tonight, you need to use that link that's in the PDF.
Less than 4 hours.
And I will put that in there, and so click on that, use that link, and you can reserve it yourself. And then I will follow up, and we'll finalize everything for you. So this way, there's not that back and forth. Just use that link. And then if you need to reach us at any point, anytime, at the back of that PDF will be our contact information. There's a phone number. There's an email address. We can't wait to get back on the ocean.
Yeah.
We're having withdrawals. This has been the longest we've been without.
Nothing quite as peaceful as having the ocean under your feet.
It lowers my blood pressure by like 100 points.
Drink in your hand in the specialty restaurant that you're on the way to.
Yes. And that's why the Princess Premier, having now access to all of the specialty dining. We love food, sorry, but that's the point of fact.
we will definitely make use of the drink and the specialty dining.
So when we're on Sun Princess this December, look forward to those videos, because we will be highlighting all the restaurants, as well as this new ship. This is something different for Princess, and we can't wait to get on it. And hopefully we might be able to throw in something in October, because we need to get on a ship soon. But we thank you for joining us. If you're not subscribed, please do so. We really want to grow this channel. We want to hit more people, but we're really here to help you navigate the waters like that.
Like and share, and check out some of our other videos as well.
Yes.
Yes, navigating the waters is good. We'll calm the way.
On the waves. And if you have any questions, feel free to let us know. We'll be glad to answer your questions. And we just thank you for taking time out of your Friday night. We hope you have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And we're looking forward to some cooler weather getting here, but I think we have another month and a half to go.
If we're that fortunate, yes.
But if not, we thank you for joining us. I'm Ellen.
I'm Richard.
And we are
Venerable Voyagers.
Thank you again. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.